Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans from all across the great state of Wisconsin, the Midwest, and this wonderful nation, welcome to the Evansville High School Triangular, where we will have some wrestling action between the Evansville Blue Devils, Broadhead Juda Cardinals, and the Cuba City Southwestern Benton Co-op. I am Mason Braunschweig. I'm very excited to be here. I want to say thank you first and foremost, obviously, to our broadcast partner, the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery. And I'll tell you what, we are truly excited to have the Night Owl as our broadcast partner for a second season, bringing you the same great high school wrestling action. None of this is possible without our partner, the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery. And we'll be talking a lot about them tonight. Tonight is Youth Night and Alumni Night, in addition to the triangular duels that we bring you. So we're going to be talking about that all night. We've got a schedule that includes 3 duels. The first duel will be Broadhead versus Cuba City. Second duel, Cuba City versus Evansville. And the final duel of the evening will be Evansville versus Broadhead. And you got your schedule right there so you can see how it goes. We'll have the youth middle school recognition in between rounds 1 and 2, and the alumni recognition in between rounds 2 and 3. Now, once again, I said I'm Mason Braunschweig. We have John Fry in the production truck, and I'm going to bring you into the booth, introduce you to the rest of the broadcast team up in the booth tonight. We've got the Major Mike Olson and Chad Howlett, the coach, on the call. We've got John Bollig, our other broadcast team member. He'll be providing tight camera shots and hopefully getting some nice pin action out of our Blue Devil grapplers down Matt's side, and we're pretty excited about that. Mike, let's just start real quick. We got a few minutes to talk a little bit before we get going into the duels. We've had a busy calendar this year. Oh yeah. We gone to bi-states. Evansville Blue Devils win Division II bi-states. We've gone to Cheesehead. What does that mean for these wrestlers right now, and where are we at in the season as far as what we're doing to get ready for that postseason?
So now we're entering those last couple of weeks, actually 3 weeks now or 2 weeks to actually what we call is tournament time, and that's where we have the conference, regionals, sectionals, then state. And really at this point, we have gone through what I like the timing of, and we talked about this last week, is the Cheesehead, the bi-state, the Cheesehead, and then the Freedom Tournament, all very, very tough tournaments. And for our potential place winners at state, what it does is gives them a little exposure to where they need some work, and where places they need to sustain, the good things, and then where they need work at. So it's perfect timing. And now going into one of these type of duels where you're getting 2 hard matches in for tonight, just kind of allows that pace as far as competition goes to slow down just a little bit, enough to give that to let the wounds heal, so to speak, let their bodies heal a little bit. Yep. Going in, so we can be at the top of our game going into tournament time.
And in case you can't hear, and maybe you can, I don't know if you can on the broadcast, we've got the pep band in here. They're providing awesome music, getting all the kids hyped up. The fans a little bit slow to get in here this evening. Obviously, we're starting early at 5 p.m. to accommodate the triangular here at Evansville High School. But again, with the first duel being the teams coming in, the fans will slowly work their way in. Now, Chad, I want to ask you, Mike just talked about, where we're at in the season, how we're dealing with sort of like the ups and downs and sort of tempering our guys now before the move to the postseason. What are the things that Blue Devil wrestlers are doing really good right now?
Well, I would say, a lot of initiation of the action on the mat. We've done a good job of pushing the pace and kind of setting the tone, and I think that's been one of the staples of this Blue Devil roster from the very first tournament back in Janesville, back at the first week of December. It is a grind. There's no doubt about it. This season is a grind, and it's designed to be that way. But it's Coach Weiler talks about it all the time. Iron sharpens iron, and that's exactly the philosophy that they've employed from a scheduling standpoint. And I've got no doubt that it's going to pay dividends, as when Mike said, when we get to tournament time.
Yeah, Coach Weiler wasn't kidding when he said we are chasing losses, because they accumulate when you go to tournaments that involve, some of the highest ranked teams and wrestlers in the nation. And our kids are there wrestling against them. Anyway, moving on, we got a lot of thank yous to give. I'd love to show our gratitude right from the beginning. The Evansville Wrestling YouTube channel always thanks our broadcast partner, the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery, Kendall Butch, and Evansville Athletic and Activities Director, the Evansville Wrestling Club, youth coaches, wrestlers, and families, and of course our Evansville Wrestling alumni. We hope a lot of them show up tonight, but if they don't show up, I'm going to tell you right now, I hope they're tuning in to the broadcast.
They get their free T-shirt tonight.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got to tune into the free broadcast, get the T-shirt. Now, I hear there's a social event planned at the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery afterwards. So I certainly hope the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery is prepared for the millions and millions of wrestling alumni and fans that will be descending upon their fair place in order to get food and beverage.
You know, I was just there on Tuesday night. They had a special dinner with Duckhorn Winery that was there, and they had given us a preview of their two new restaurants, Mamarita's and then the Artie Bros Barbecue businesses that they're opening, and we got a preview of what they're going to be serving at those two restaurants, and I'm telling you, if the preview has anything to do with the full menu, it is going to be delicious.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you what, you're going to hear a lot of us talk about rankings tonight. We're going to talk about team rankings, individual rankings. We got a pile of rankings to throw out here, and we do that all with our rankings partner, the official wrestling rankings for the Evansville Wrestling YouTube page, WisconsinGrappler.com. They're fantastic. Last week at Freedom, we got an opportunity to talk to Zach Pearson in the booth, and that was a lot of fun, and he kind of laid down how he goes through the ranking process and why he does what he does. And boy, that was special to get to hear from him and to know that he was excited about the partnership that we are. And we're having a great time. Now remember, folks, don't forget to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. It doesn't cost a dime, but it gives us the opportunity to give you more, I guess, more of a varied broadcast, and we get some fun tools and little gadgets and whatnot from YouTube. The more subscribers we get, I'll tell you what, we're slowly encroaching what I think is going to be the national anthem here within the next few minutes, and when that happens, we will just go directly to that, so you won't hear from us, and hopefully you'll hear that in the background. But talk about January wrestling events. What do we got coming up, Mike?
So this Saturday, January 18th, our tournament at the River Valley High School. Then
Old Spring Green, Wisconsin.
Yeah, Spring Green.
There it is.
Following that, our Thursday duels back here at the high school. At Bigfoot.
Yeah.
On January 23rd. On January 25th, that Saturday, we got JV State at Wausau West. Always an awesome tournament.
And I believe we have 3 wrestlers that are qualified for that tournament.
Yes. And then on the 28th, we got our home duels for senior night here on Tuesday, January 28th. So looking forward to that.
And
ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Playing the Star Spangled Banner for us this evening is the Evansville High School Pep Band. Welcome to Evansville High School for tonight's triangular between Broadhead, Juda, Cuba City, Benton-Southwestern, and your Evansville Blue Devils. Ladies and gentlemen, Evansville High School, Broadhead, Juda High Schools Cuba City High School and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy the meet. Just a reminder that this event is being broadcasted live for free on YouTube, courtesy of Evansville Wrestling. To find the broadcast, search on YouTube for Evansville Wrestling for the live link. Share the link with friends and family who could not be here today. Ladies and gentlemen, in our first dual meet of the night, we have Broadhead Juda versus Cuba City. Broadhead Juda is coached by Chris Hosley, and Cuba City is coached by Craig Denar. Evansville is coached by Kent Weiler. Tonight's referees are Cord Yeager and Bowen Weilman.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, we didn't go through the customary handshakes and lineup that we normally do. Not sure why that is about, but we're starting at, I believe, 132 pounds tonight. So the second duel started at 138 and 144. And let's see who we have coming up for these teams at these respective weights.
You see our producer has conveniently labeled the mats for you in the upper left-hand corner as you're watching the screen. For the JV's upper left-hand corner and upper right-hand corner, you'll see varsity duel, and that was with the mat with the devil head on it.
Indeed.
Now here we go at 132.
I believe that's Evan Curtis for Cuba City. Not sure who Broadhead is running out there.
And he is
maybe Todd Hall Jr.
He's a freshman.
Nice swing move for the 3.
And I did hear Coach Hosley say TJ, so I'm suspecting that's TJ Hall, a freshman. He got the first takedown on Evan Curtis, a freshman from Cuba City.
You know, you mentioned Hosley and Coach Denar. And both those kids, both of their kids wrestled at a high level. So we talk about the wrestling families a lot last weekend, the Underwoods, the Heisers, so on and so forth.
Well, you talk about Cuba City, you can't get far into the conversation without mentioning Denars.
Correct. Yeah. It's just kind of fun to see those names over and over again, coaches and so on and so forth.
Looks like we'll have some JV matches starting to matriculate over on the JV match mat. Our first one will have Olivia Brooks from Broadhead and Dawson Peterson from Evansville. Second match over there will be Cohen Hens from Broadhead and Hunter Weber from Cuba. Third match, Carson Gleason from Cuba and Aiden Wendt from Evansville. And then an exhibition match, Rush West, Broadhead, and Dawson Peterson again from Evansville. So those are the 4 matches we have right now for you on mat 2.
So Curtis just got a takedown. Looks like he's going to get some back points here. Yep, there's the swipes. So actually going to give him the lead now.
Yeah, we're having some challenges here from a technical standpoint. Our fearless leader, John Fry's over trying to see what's going on with the scoreboard here.
Yeah. We'll see. I know that we're short time because the towel tapper's out there, so that'll conclude the third period. And again,
first period,
but because I was looking at other things and wondering what the heck was going on with the scoreboard, I don't know what the score is at the moment. Anyone keeping track?
It's
7-3,
yep,
or 8-3. 8-3. We had a takedown initially, then we had an escape, and then we had another takedown by Curtis, and then he got 4 back points.
Should be 8-3 advantage, Curtis Buxton. I'm sorry, Evan Curtis. And TJ tries for a spin around, and he catches him in a cradle. That should be 2 once the cradle's locked up. 3. There's the 3. And score now 6-8. By our count. That's an unofficial
By our count.
count.
That's an unofficial tally. We know we struggle with math up in the booth at times, but we reserve the right to be wrong on that score without any official scoreboard.
I mean, at this point, given the fact that we have come accustomed to relying on track or whatever other program we're using to provide timing and scoring.
Oh,
nice reversal by Curtis there. He
kind of hits a Peterson roll, but then let it go and just essentially came up with a head and arm here. This could be it right here.
Well, now he's got that.
Oh, just TJ able to come close to the body and roll him through.
Wow, good reversal.
So we had a reversal with looks like 4 back points, so that would make it 6 plus the 6 plus the 8 is 12.
They'll get it fixed.
14, excuse me.
In a second.
And then another reversal, so we're talking 8-14.
Now John Fry's yelling out the time over there because they're oy vey.
I think official count. And stalling on TJ. Riding parallel, that's where we're looking at. So essentially he is riding just his body is parallel to Curtis's body, and that's where the stall came from. So under 15 seconds left in the period. Unofficial score 14-8.
Yeah. That's
advantage to Curtis.
First time we've ever had
Cuba
to say
City.
that. Unofficial score.
And that's the end of the second period.
All right, who's got the choice?
What's the unofficial score?
14-8. I was correct. It is 4. They just announced it. 14-8.
I don't see an abacus on that table. How are they getting these scores?
It's fingers and toes at this point.
I mean, we're 14. I mean, we're getting close to running out of fingers and toes.
Yeah, I had to kick off my boots. So.
I'm aware. I can smell it.
Who let the dogs out?
You're lucky I changed my socks this afternoon. All right, here we go into the third period. TJ is down, looking for that escape, couldn't quite get it. Going for a Granby roll, and it's going to go on his, looks like it's going to go into his
what?
Little scramble here.
Yeah,
no change of control yet. He's got to get up.
There you go. He's in good position.
Yeah, Curtis.
Both
stay calm. There's the 2 reversal.
Both.
So now 10-14.
Right.
Still advantage to Curtis.
Both young wrestlers, but man, they both look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so far here, this is a pretty dynamic match. A lot of action, a lot of scoring.
I think once this match is over, they're gonna get into track and fix that.
I would hope so.
There's an escape by Curtis, so now we got 15. Oh, and lateral drops TJ for 3. So it was 15 plus 3 is 18. That's my calculation on that. So 18-8.
Egg Hall got just a little
correction, 18-10.
A little aggressive and a little too high on that double there.
Yeah.
And Curtis just kind of let his own momentum take him over the top.
Yep, and that was that window we always talk about.
Yeah.
And he took total advantage of it and hit him with a beautiful lateral drop.
This is still second. Is this a third?
This is third.
Third, okay.
So stalling again on TJ, and that costed him a point.
Yeah, I don't.
So now it's
I struggle with that call when they got an ankle hooked.
So it's 19-10.
And I get they can call it, but
it looked like he was working his way up to his base.
Well, he's doing his best he can when your ankle's caught in a grapevine, you know.
And that's it. I believe the final score 19-10. Advantage Curtis.
So that'll be a major decision.
If that is correct.
That should be a major decision for Cuba City. So Cuba City should take the lead 4-0. And now they're
So our producer has jumped into the what we
he
like to call the driver's seat. Now over on
the
JV match, we got a match going on.
Hold on, I got this.
And that also is not working. So my guess is as soon as he's done on this mat, he's going to have to go to the JV match. So we'll try to keep score with our fingers and toes for the JV match and looking like.
Indeed. Meanwhile, over there, we got Olivia Brooks, Broadhead, Dawson Peterson, Evansville.
And it looks like Olivia hasn't been scored the takedown yet. Dawson, she broke it down, and she's going to get the 3 for the takedown here. Yep. Scores 3-0 in favor of Brooks from Broadhead.
Meanwhile, at 138
that
pounds,
was the score, 10-9.
19-10.
19-10.
And so in regards to this, we anticipate seeing Bryce Buxton, a senior for Cuba City, at 138. He's ranked number 11 by the Wisconsin Grappler. And then from Broadhead.
That's actually Connor Breimeyer out there at the table.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he's another senior. Isn't he their 44-pounder?
He is.
No,
he might have weighed in. What is the weigh-in sheet?
Breimeyer's actually ranked at 138, I know.
Oh, yes. Connor Breimeyer, 138 ranked. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I thought you said 144. You said Bryce Buxton, who is also ranked 11th, but at 144.
They have those backwards.
Well, they're both able to wrestle 138.
Yep.
So we'll see which one is.
But that's
doing
Breimeyer at the weigh-in table.
Well, we'll see.
So they just.
All I know is what they provided us, Chad.
They just. Yeah.
It's Breimeyer, and I'm thinking that Broadhead's not going to bring anyone out here. So Breimeyer will take the forfeit at 138 pounds.
Changing now. That's going to be 10-0.
Team score, yes. We move to 144 pounds, and I believe
This is Buxton, believe.
And Broadhead has Jamison Wallen, a senior.
Yep, that's who it is. Wallen versus Buxton.
And this is Bryce Buxton, who is ranked 11th.
At 138. Wrestling up.
I believe he's ranked at 144.
I think you're...
Oh, yes, you're right. Buxton, 144,
He's 14th.
number 14.
Yep.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Thanks to the Wisconsin Grappler. We're feeling each other out. A little hand fighting, over-under situation going, a little bit of movement.
Both seniors.
Wallen, on occasion, gets his legs crossed a little bit. He doesn't want to do that. But he's in on a double.
Defended well by Buxton.
Ooh.
Got a chance, yep.
Wow, that was a nice whizzer. That's how you use it right there.
Yeah. And
Crank down on it.
Wallen feeling that pressure just did a roll through, a spin through. I really like how they just let the wrestling develop on the edge of the mat there now. I mean, typically, years ago, that would have been called out and they would have started back over.
Right. I got to tell you, this little back and forth has me impressed with Wallen right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we know what Buxton brings to the table.
Good shot, reshot.
Gets down to a single.
Wallen doing his best to block that single. Buxton trying to bring it outside. Wallen was able to keep it inside, now get his leg down, and immediately goes on the attack again. Wallen's like, what rankings?
Yeah, he doesn't care. And you shouldn't. I mean, we love them. They're great for old wrestlers to talk about, and they're great for our broadcast. But at the end of the day, they're opinions by educated people, but based upon, records and experience and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, if you're a wrestler, who cares?
Yeah, especially the way the scoring is now.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the end of the first period. Score 0-0 for the two seniors. And looks like Wallen is choosing down.
And I was trying to get John Fry's attention there. And he's going where I told him to go. In my mind. He sees it. He's over there.
Yeah. So Wallen looking to get his base, but Buxton has been pretty good. Now Wallen's on his feet. Let's see what he can do here. Good return to the mat by Buxton.
And we're a minute and a half, 2.5 minutes into this match, and there's still no score.
Oh, they're all the way out here. There you go. I wonder, making the 138 weight has affected Buxton. I wonder.
Yeah.
His first time cutting weight. I'm not sure if this is his first time or not, but Wallen up on his feet again. See if Buxton can return him, but he's not going to be able to. And Wallen scores the first point with the escape. So if this comes down to double overtime, that could come into play later on. I'm sorry, triple overtime.
We knew what you meant.
So Wallen will take the first score. Oh.
I tell you, Broadhead, man, they are on the offensive. They are looking to attack.
Short time here. 20 seconds. It looks like Buxton's going to get a takedown. Yep, and the lead. So Buxton with the first takedown of the match for 3 and the lead. Looking for almost caught Wallen in a chin drop there.
Looking for a tilt here. He's got the wrist. And they'll go to the third period. Buxton enjoys a 3-1 advantage.
So we got some chats going on. So Taylor Smith says hello. The Sways says listening from York, Nebraska. And the Sways also says, what a great sound, look, and such. Thank you all for putting out a great product. I'm sharing with my college wrestling coach buddies, Sways at Sways Happens.
There you go.
Appreciate all the commentary. Keep those chats coming. So Buxton on a stand-up and an escape to extend his lead 4-1. But a takedown ties the match now.
Oh,
Wallen.
Oh, that
snap for a spin and just can't quite establish control on the edge.
That was close.
That was as close as you can get.
Well, we got it on video. So that's all I'm saying.
He's got to do that in the center of the mat.
Well, weren't you the one that said at the beginning of this match, I'm so glad that they can still wrestle on the side of the match?
I do love it.
Well, apparently they can't.
Wallen trying to set that up for that snap again.
He's tenacious.
There he gets on the head again.
It does kind of seem like Buxton's wrestling a little defensively here.
I do like their head-to-head, not ear-to-ear. Buxton trying for a pass by. Can't get it. Wallen did a reshot. Didn't come out with anything. Now he's looking for an outside single, just kind of a step in. Oh, Wallen goes for a jump spin, and it does not work out in his favor.
That was ill-advised.
Yeah, he thought he saw something, but that was not. He was not in good position, obviously.
Buxton was coming up.
Yeah.
You gotta have.
And he's gonna get the escape.
You gotta have knees on the mat, and then you gotta have almost their head in the mat too when you play that game.
Yeah, he should have grabbed for a snap at that point. Looking for a Kelly, and nothing.
Well, 13 seconds left at this point. I think Wallen knows he's got to just throw everything he's got against the wind, and we'll see what he's got. Yeah, you see, like when I'm a wrestler in that lead position, I want to see them dive to an ankle.
Yeah, yep.
With
get
that,
on an ankle.
with that time left,
and hold on there and just ride it safely. Oh, go for a lateral. He gets it.
There's no time.
But no time left. Oh,
that's why you dive at that ankle.
Wow.
You got 13 seconds left in a 5-point lead. You dive at that ankle.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you back that up by 3 seconds, and we're talking a 7-point move in the win.
There you go. Well, we'll move on to 150 pounds. I got to tell you, Buxton walked away with the win, but Wallen, and we're watching our conference, obviously. Wallen impressed me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both Broadhead wrestlers so far, I mean, very aggressive.
They're a well-coached team. Not that Cuba City isn't. I mean, they're obviously a well-coached team with the Dinar, leading them over there. But
yeah, they got 3 ranked wrestlers.
But I expect no less from Coach Hosley. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what what's an up year, what's down year. He's just got wrestlers, and he's going to get them ready to wrestle.
Mm-hmm. So we got a little blood on the mat. They're getting that cleaned up. We do have some wrestling going on over on the JV side.
Looks like Weber from Cuba City, Benton Southwestern, and Hens.
There you go.
Broadhead, a 150-pound weight class sophomore.
All right, 150 pounds. It looks like
King and Blackburn. King for Cuba City. I'm sorry, for Broadhead, and Blackburn for Juda. I'm sorry, for Broadhead, Juda.
No, King. Blackburn's for Cuba City.
Exactly what I thought I said.
I think you got ahead of yourself twice.
I did. I have my papers reversed, but
so
now
Brody
right.
Blackburn is a junior, and then Ashton King a freshman. Tell you what, Broadhead's got a lot of freshmen. They are a young team, but with the coach that they have and what they're showing us on the mat, they're a team to look out for in the next couple of years. Yeah,
so you imagine what Blackburn has been wrestling with in the wrestling room. So he's got Buxton below him at 144, now 138. And then right above him at 165, he's got Bush, and he's also ranked 7. So he's got some pretty good practice partners
Bush
there.
at 65 or 75?
65.
Oh, did he go down?
I believe so.
The roster they gave us had him at 75, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Could be an old roster. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. When I looked at WI Grapple.
King's in a bit of trouble here. Blackburn's got that pretty tight, and that'll be the fall. That'll extend the team lead to 19-0 for Cuba City after 4 weight classes, and we move on to 157.
Yeah, I just double-checked Division II 165, and Landon Bush at ranked 7th at 165.
He'll be wrestling 175 today, looks like, though.
Oh, yeah.
Next up at 157 pounds, for Cuba City, Jackson Dressler.
Mm-hmm.
And for Broadhead, Juda, Rush West.
Weston Dressler. West in on a shot, and Dressler getting the go behind.
And right off the bat, We had potentially dangerous arm bar, a little far up on. Wasn't perpendicular to the back. Got up by the shoulder
His
blades.
arm was down by his where he was catching it though. It
Yeah.
seemed like the Broadhead wrestler was the one that was bringing it up there because his arm was down by his wrist.
Right.
So
Going
again,
right back at it.
Again, that position looks. He brings that up a little funky. There you go. Stick to a half. Everybody knows how to do that.
Boy,
Kind of looks like West might be one of those guys that has
He
those shoulders
is.
that I don't have.
he has flexibility.
Yeah.
Yep, and we're gonna call potentially dangerous again. Man, he is flexible. He's like
I'm not sure.
John Claude Van
I'm not
Damme
sure what
flexible.
the potentially dangerous was there. I might have missed it.
His elbow was really far up, or shoulder was really far up when he had the half.
I think though, realistically, it looks bad. But here's a kid that's uber flexible.
Yeah, Gumby.
You know, yeah. Oh, looks like we got a little blood time once again. And it looks like we've got a Aiden Wendt making his way to the JV match, and he'll be facing Carson Gleason from Cuba City. Dressler's a junior. Rush West, a freshman, one of the numerous freshmen Broadhead has on their team.
Nice snap down by Dressler there.
So you can't quite take advantage of it.
Yeah, well, West did a really good job of putting up the stop sign there.
Yep.
Can I catch up on some chats, or did you?
Unless Mike called some of
I
them.
did
Go
call
ahead.
some of them.
Okay.
I got-
the Swayze.
Taking John's
Yep,
job.
that's as far
God
down as I
bless
got as
America.
the Swayze.
You got the Swayze. Hey,
Yep.
Swayze, calling from York, Nebraska. Hey, the Swayze. Thanks for being a fan of Evansville wrestling.
York, that's a ways out there too, I believe.
York, Nebraska.
Yeah, I think that's out in the Panhandle, I believe.
Okay. So we have Mary B.
Oh, hi, Mom.
cheering on Benny Braunschweig. Grandma and Grandpa are watching you. And then Shane Miller said Henze, maybe.
Is that code for something? Or
No, maybe somebody's last name, Henze.
Oh.
Were we saying it right?
I don't even know that we had a.
I'm
was
looking
that
back.
Henze?
Oh, that's the kid.
Hens, yep.
Henze.
The kid that wrestled in the last match.
150
There you go. Thank you for that.
for Broadhead.
That was
Shane.
Shane Miller. Yep.
I misspoke there. York is in between Grand Island and Lincoln.
Okay.
Oh, well, now I got to change everything.
That's it. Start over.
The Swayze. Thanks for being a fan, the Swayze.
Yes,
You chatted in at Freedom.
he did.
He did, yeah.
We had a lot of chats.
We had a
that
lot.
was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
lot of fun. Not a lot of sleep.
Taylor Smith, of course, we know him. He says hello. All right, so I'm going to do production things.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do go crazy, bud. And Dressler trying to get a cradle. West smartly extends out on that. Dressler still has the leg. And looking again for that half. He's got the far wrist, but he's not. Now he's looking for an arm bar. I mean, you got to give it up for Dressler. He knows West is flexible, so he's just moving back and forth and getting his hips in a position where he can jump from side to side.
Yeah.
Because he really is. You can tell he's frustrated.
Yeah, I think West is going to get a stalling call on him
Well,
here
but
if he's
again,
not careful.
He's got his arm. I mean, he's keeping his head up. He's moving his base. He's moving. You know what I mean? Like they're moving. I think you got to camp.
He's close to an arm bar here. We switched down to the mat side so you can see it better from a better angle.
He got two there.
Boy, that
How could-
West is so flexible.
we got a good shot there from John Bauer.
there's the fall.
There's the fall. Dressler was able to just get his hips over.
Meanwhile, Aiden Wendt is on top here at the beginning of the second period. No score on the JV match.
Aiden Wendt, a junior for the Blue Devils. And his opponent, a freshman from Cuba City, Carson Gleason. And now we move on to 165 pounds. We expect to see
Wyatt Anderson versus
Nick Reddington.
Nick Reddington.
And that was Cohen Henze. He was over on the JV match there.
Yep.
Oh,
We got it.
Shane's just chiming in.
He is.
So Aiden with the escape.
And Wyatt Anderson, another freshman for Broadhead. I tell you what, you got to give it up to Coach Hosley. He was out there in the freshman halls at Broadhead, and he got all those freshmen going out for wrestling.
well, if you look up and down the roster, 90%, if maybe 85%, whatever, are freshmen or sophomore.
Yeah, they're a young team. Very exciting. Not bad being in that position, in my opinion.
Anderson getting caught on his back here. Boy, he scoops that head. This could be it. Yep, he's going to scoop it. Plenty of time left. There's the fall.
You know why peppers are the best at archery, Chad?
Why is that?
Because they habanero.
Hey.
Opposed to not having an arrow.
Another fall. That'll bring that team score up to, I believe, is it
32.
Did they add it yet? No, they didn't.
No.
So, yes. So it'll be 31, right?
31.
31 nothing. We go to 175 pounds, where we anticipate Cuba City sending out Landon Bush.
Well,
And
Landon has been obviously in the weight room.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
So
Chase
Bush,
Wilhite coming out, and he is a senior. This is one of Broadhead's seniors.
and so Bush, as mentioned earlier, at 165, being ranked number 7 by the WI Grapple. But this is 170.
He's a good wrestler. It kind of seems like he's been around forever, doesn't it? And he's still a junior. Oh, my goodness.
Gonna let him up and start neutral.
And Wilhelm staying aggressive, kind of trying to pound on Bush's neck there a little bit. Bush here looking for perhaps go behind. Got his arm a little bit deep for that front headlock. And there he is.
For the go behind and into the 3. So 6-1. Great angle from the mat side camera showing that tilt.
Yeah.
Looks like he got 2 swipes out of that. And he did. That's what he's going to get, 2 swipes. 2 points, 2 back points.
Still got it.
Yep, got it. Got that roll through her, that Clemson like Mike likes to use. I just
And there's a fall off the Clemson roll. Wow.
fall off the tilt. So again, that'll move that score up to 37 to nothing in favor of Cuba City. Then we move on to 190 pounds. 190 pounds, we are thinking it's going to be Miles Redfern from Cuba City. And Felix Paffel from Broadhead. He's a senior. Miles Redfern, a junior. I love that mat side camera.
Yeah, I'm really liking that a lot.
Get right in there on the action, a different angle than what maybe some of our broadcast people are used to.
So here's an upperclassman match.
Meanwhile, on the JV mat, we've got Evansville's Aiden Wendt in overtime tied 4-4.
Felix Paffel hasn't met a squat rack he doesn't like.
Yeah, no kidding. But
looks like Redfern's got him rolled over.
oh, this could be the fall. Wow.
Gleason in on a double attempt over here on the JV mat. Aiden's doing a good job of sprawling.
Yeah, stretching that body out. At this point, he needs to grab the ankles and kind of pull him over. If he just kind of grab that ankle and pull him over with a hip punch.
Stalemate called with 8 seconds left.
43-0 team score. We'll move on to 215 pounds on the varsity match. We do anticipate seeing Chris Gomez, the junior from Cuba City, and perhaps Logan Brzezinski.
Brzezinski, yep.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. Big sophomore.
So Brzezinski in on a leg.
A takedown with 4 seconds left by Gleason.
For the win?
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, it was in overtime. Yep.
Good wrestling over on that mat, I'll tell you what. Oh, Gomez gets behind.
Oh,
Doesn't capitalize. Brzezinski kind of slid by.
Yeah.
I see what he was trying to do. Kind of forgot to bring the arm with him. Ooh,
there's a stalling.
There's the stalling, and he did go out twice, and Brzezinski was initiating the action. That's a good call. I'm glad to see that we're
rewarding offensive mindsets.
Thank you.
Or as Bo Bassett likes to call it, the machine gun mindset.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Gomez.
Brzezinski going for the single, and goes with a good upper body counter and gets the pin.
I think Gomez just did a on one foot as falling to the ground hip heist.
He did.
That's what it looked like to me.
To get into position there. And you know how I feel about the hip heist. I mean, that's between a hip heist and a whizzer. If you know those two, you're going to be in a pretty good shape.
Absolutely.
Bring that team score up to 49-0. We move on to 285 pounds. Broadhead, we anticipate perhaps Tyler Coleman or Kavian Cups, but from Cuba City, we're not going to send anyone out today from Cuba City, so
no Troy Hammer, huh?
Cups.
No, it doesn't look like Troy Hammer maybe made the trip.
Cups will get the forfeit. To get Broadhead on the board. And we move on to 106.
Here's a name we've seen before.
Oh, yeah. And freshman from Broadhead, Tommy Lomar, freshman. He's a tough kid, let me tell you. Rock Valley Conference has got a pretty loaded 106.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Well, it looks like we got someone from Cuba City that made the weight. They didn't have somebody on their roster, but we got. Let's see here.
Dulcing. Levi Dulcing.
Oh, they did.
It is Levi Dulcing.
I think they did a double forfeit at 106.
Oh, just skipped right to 113.
Gotcha.
They went right to 114. Lomar going up. I love it. He wants a match. Outstanding. Love it when that comes together.
So two freshmen. Looking like Tommy's giving up just a little bit of weight, but gets the takedown. Going right after that tilt.
Yep.
There it is.
Well, he wasn't in the right position.
No, he wasn't tight. The body wasn't tight enough. He's got to reload.
Oh,
he switched to an arm bar.
And he still has the wrist underneath.
Yeah.
So if he can just
if he
get
gets
a
it
big
over,
step over,
it's going to be tight. I only saw one swipe, so no back points at this point.
He didn't quite.
Switch to a hammer lock.
Oh, he's bringing that up a little
Looking
far.
for a cowboy.
He's got to keep that at 90 degrees.
Oh, and he switches it off.
To the half.
Nicely done.
Very nicely done.
Taking his time, not on his knees.
Boy, he put Dulcing in a bad position. Dulcing, his only hope is to get that arm free, but I think this is going to be it. There's the fall.
There it is.
I'll tell you what, you can't see this from home, but this side of the bleachers, and maybe you can see it a little better when our mat side camera is on. But goodness gracious, we're
Full
pretty
house.
full. We got a lot of alumni in the stands. I can see them.
Got those alumni shirts on.
So it's 49-12. And we move on to 120 pounds. I don't know that Broadhead has anybody at 120.
Maybe Gubner. But didn't she wrestle earlier over on the JV side?
I don't think they have anyone left. So we will see here. Meanwhile, this should be Van Schneidel, I think.
Schindel?
Van Schindel. And yet, no one for. So that brings that score up to 55-12 team score. And 26-pounder, I believe we'll see Braden Truster.
I don't believe they have a 26-pounder either, Broadhead, Juda.
Nope, I don't think so.
Yep.
And that'll be the final in duel number 1. Cuba City will prevail 61-12 over Broadhead, Juda. And I believe in between these duels, we'll be moving on to our youth. I'm not sure where they are right now.
See our Evansville wrestlers leaving the stands now, getting into the warm-up room. Do we have a couple JV wrestlers warming up over there? I think I see one pacing and prepping.
Yep.
I believe that's Dawson Peterson. I think he's going to have
Another one.
Another match against Rush West.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you have any interest whatsoever in coming down here to Evansville, wonderful place to raise children. I know I speak for Mike and Chad when I say that, but we've got a realtor for you. Kristen Howlett with Century 21 Affiliated. She provides a stress-free buying and selling experience. She takes her time and she does everything she can to get the right deals for you. Kristen Howlett, Century 21 Affiliated, service that moves you. And here they are, the future. Mike, look at some of those little bean butts out there.
I love it. You know, as a past president, and you were on the board with me.
From 4K through 8th grade. We are building off of last year's success with sending 17 kids to the WWF Youth State Tournament and 8 place winners. We focus on teaching the fundamentals of wrestling while emphasizing teamwork, discipline, and perseverance. Our goal is to help each wrestler reach their full potential on and off the mat, all while enjoying the journey and creating lifetime friendships. The Evansville Wrestling Club is a K-12 club, and all the fundraising they do goes right back to the kids. The Sportsman's Raffle is going on right now, and the golf outing will be coming up later in the year. Some of the money raised this past year went to the purchase of the new mat that's currently on the floor tonight and the headgear for the middle and high school teams. Let's hear it for our young Hammers.
There they are, the little Hammers.
And, you know, we've seen over the years many different levels of accomplishments, everything from local tournaments to national tournaments, and it's just a joy to watch these kids come through the program with the right intentions all the way, and that's the building of the character and you know, and keeping that competitive edge throughout their career in our program. So really enjoy seeing this. This is one of my funnest nights for broadcasting.
Absolutely. I just, so I try to pick out. There we go. We got one kid doing the gritty or whatever over there. There's some dance moves. Those are the ones that I really like when they, when you got the little guys with the old stand up. I'm just going to grab your knee and plop you over.
Yep.
Believe it or not, folks, over the years they iron all that stuff out. By the time they get to the high school level, they stick with it. They become varsity contributors and eventually have aspirations to go to state, get on that big stage at the Kohl Center.
I tell you what's awesome, too, is you look how many coaches we have. Every one of those are coaches, actual coaches. They're certified coaches through USA, bronze level, the background check, the whole nine, got their wrestler leader card. And to have that many coaches in the room, it really, really makes that experience by those wrestlers much better because now they're getting more one-on-one. And so we're very, very fortunate here in our community to have this many involved dads and moms into our program. Just absolutely appreciate all their volunteerism in what they do for the program.
The other aspect I think that needs to be addressed, and I don't know if there's discussions happening at a school level or perhaps even a school board level, but the participation numbers that we have in not only the high school, middle school, and also the youth program, and the maintenance of those high numbers over the years, I think necessitates a discussion on whether or not we have a big enough wrestling room.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And just 2 mats are what we have, and it's not enough room. We definitely need another mat to be safe.
Let's see if those guys can wave to the camera.
See if we can get these kids to wave back up here. There they go.
There they are. How about them?
Oh, I love it. So if you couldn't hear it, they said thank you. You got a couple hams there. Soaking up a little bit more of those applause.
Just a pile of fun. That's all it is. Just a pile of fun.
So this next matchup, got a couple of key matchups here, I believe. We're going to see Evansville versus Cuba City.
Oh, yeah.
I see a couple marquee matches up, a couple of ranked wrestlers.
You never know with the nature of duels. They kind of, do their own thing, but we'll see what they do. We start at 138 pounds. I'm fairly confident.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, we'll be bringing out Race Howlett.
Ranked, number 14.
That's right.
On the latest poll.
He's been up there now for a couple weeks, so he's been in there. And well-deserved. And then for Cuba City earlier, we saw, I believe it was...
Brimmeyer, wasn't it?
Yes. I don't write very well.
Who is ranked number 11. So you can see a number 11 versus 14 right off the bat.
That'd be worth it. That's worth the price of admission, folks. You come down here, I'll tell you what.
And then the very next match, you flip essentially the ranking script.
Yeah.
Potentially Lincoln Keller, who's number 11, versus Bryce Buxton, which is number 14. So right off the bat, we're going to have some excitement, possibly. Depends on how those coaches kind of play the up and down game. And we're waiting on you see the youth kids out there. They've got the tunnel for the high school wrestlers. For a lot of those kids, those high school wrestlers are they're the people they look up to and the role models. So it's kind of cool that they get a chance to participate and give these kids high fives in the tunnel.
It's a big deal for our high school kids too. They were all here. They know what this is. High schoolers getting their final pep talks. Uh-oh. I think the record's skipping.
That's the remix.
Yeah. I didn't realize digital copies could skip.
No, they're going old school. They got vinyl down there.
You know what? That's the retro. That's the thing.
We're doing fine, but we're not down there.
Hey, John, there you go.
Yeah. Hawk. the Hawk here again.
Hey, there he is.
Welcome, the Hawk from Auburn, Alabama.
Oh, that's right.
And originally from Virginia Beach, home of the Granby Roll.
That's right.
I wrestled at Old Dominion University, wrestled 3 Clemson guys during the day. Here we go.
And here comes the Blue Devils. Their traditional warm-up. Once around the circle, right into getting ready. Here we go.
Are we lining up like a dual meet, or do we no longer do that?
Looks like they came out warmed up and right back into the room.
Yeah.
Maybe get the kids. Maybe they were getting antsy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing here. I think we went off script. John, shouldn't you be down there putting out a fire?
Let's see here.
Call me the fireman.
Yeah, right.
That's my name.
So we're just going to do some, we're going to check in with the production truck. Have we talked to the guys in the production truck lately?
No.
I don't even know who they are.
It's top secret.
Apparently.
You ever seen the movie Minions?
I mean, I know John Fry's got a lot of pull, but I didn't know he had like his own
Minions are in the production truck. I think.
Right.
Apparently.
Can we talk about this?
Sure. Oh yeah. Well, good friend, a great friend of Evansville Wrestling. The Evansville Jays, our own local home talent team. They have their annual fundraiser here, the 9-pin tap bowling tournament, Strikeout for Baseball. That'll be held, I believe that's next weekend at the Evansville Bowl. Always a lot of fun. I'll be down there, probably selling you raffle tickets or something like that, helping out my good buddy John Fry. I'll tell you what, while we're talking about that, we're all baseball guys up here. The world of baseball took a deep and heavy loss today when Bob Uecker, Mr. Baseball, passed away. He lived a very long life and one that I think he very much enjoyed. He was around baseball just about every day of his life in his later years, and that's a sad one for not only the state of Wisconsin, but also for baseball and baseball fans everywhere. But, I'm sure we'll be talking about Mr. Baseball at the old 9-pin tap tourney down at the Evansville Bowl. So come on out. There's always lots of fun. I've heard some person gets all crazy, puts on a blue wig, dances around, and with pom-poms and whatnot. We'll see if that person shows up again. A lot of fun with that. But we'll see you down there for the old Jays fundraiser.
If you haven't had a chance yet, hit the subscribe button. Become one of our subscribe to our channel and get those alerts. So when we do go live, it comes up on your app and essentially tells you, hey, guess what? We're live. Why don't you tune in? So you're not missing any of the action. I know that the Wisconsin Grappler just came out with Division 1 and 2. I hadn't seen if they had updated 3 yet. He said he was going to do it the next day. But go on over there to wisconsingrappler.com and check out the new rankings and also poke around there. Got a lot of good information on that website. I'd like to also thank the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery. Again, if you guys weren't here at the beginning, I had a special dinner there on Tuesday night where they brought in the Duckhorn Winery, brought in a few samples for us to try out, and then a chance to purchase some of those. And it was delicious food that they were previewing for Mama Rita's. They're one of two of their new businesses, and then also the Artie Brothers Barbecue.
And on the screen now, we've got our broadcast schedule for the rest of this season. Of course, we had a quad here on January 28th. We'll be streaming, not broadcasting, the Rock Valley Conference JV tournament Friday night, and then we'll be broadcasting the Rock Valley Conference tournament Saturday. Of course, again, the WIA Super Regionals at Dodgeville. We'll broadcast that for you. And once again, the sectionals at the Dells on Saturday, February 22nd. That's always exciting. And now we've got some wrestling coming. And it is, as we thought, it's going to be Bryn Mawr versus Howlett. We're starting off with a bang, kids.
If you like wrestling, you're going to enjoy this match.
From Cuba City, Connor Brodhead, and from Evansville, Race Howlett.
Again, Bryn Mawr number 11, Howlett being number 14 at the last rankings. Bryn Mawr in on a single. Howlett hitting off with the whizzer and then going to the ankles for defense. But looks like Bryn Mawr's going to get that three-point takedown. Howlett right back up on his feet. Bryn Mawr with a good return to the mat. So starting off with some good action right off the bat.
I believe these two work out quite a bit together at RT Elite. And you'll see some of that in our own area.
Right.
Bryn Mawr trying to dig out an arm. Howlett doing a good job of fighting that off and then working up the base.
Looking for that tilt.
It's a little...
He's going to get it. There's the swipes, 2 swipes.
He's got it elevated. But he gets the 2 call. Howlett saw a quick window, but that closed awfully fast. 5-0 lead here for Bryn Mawr.
So
he's going to let him up. They'll go back to neutral, 5-1.
Bryn Mawr looking for that low single again.
I mean, both of these guys have a very similar head inside single.
Yeah. Bryn Mawr with a snap down, looking for the spin behind. He's got the ankle, but Howlett's got the stop sign up, essentially. We call that a stop sign when you get that arm up and block it, but he's able to roll him back over on his hip. Howlett in a bad situation here. Nothing yet.
Yeah, no. He's going to be able to flatten out of that.
He did get he gave him the 3. He gave him the takedown.
No, he got the takedown, but there was a moment there where I think 1 swipe came, but nothing further than that. So 8-1 at the stoppage. We'll go into the second period. It looks like Cuba City will defer, and Howlett will take down.
You can see the stands getting packed in here.
Oh, yeah.
Howlett right off the bat. Couldn't capitalize getting to his feet. Bryn Mawr with a good return.
Right there when you get mat returned, you want to almost use that mat to pop you back up.
Yep. There's the escape. So Howlett taking ground, not stepping back. I do like seeing that. Going for the Russian tie here. See what he can do with it. Bryn Mawr with the classic Russian tie defense, just sticking the hand in the face and keeping square to your opponent.
Yep, that's it.
And Bryn Mawr's back in that low ankle again.
Almost looks as if these guys have been in this exact scramble position many, many times before.
He's got time. No takedown yet. Oh, this could be it here. Yep, that's going to be the takedown.
There it is. 11-2 score, 40 seconds left in the second period.
So every time Bryn Mawr gets a takedown, he keeps that leg split, which is a huge advantage. Let's see what he does with it. But if he keeps it too long, he's going to get called for stalling.
We'll see.
He's really parallel right now at this point. So end of period 2, score 11-2 right now. And Bryn Mawr's going to choose both up. I think that was a smart move on the coach's side. Oh, good low single again by Bryn Mawr. But nothing scored at this point. He's got to return to the mat to get the points, and there's going to be the takedown for 3.
(14-2). Bryn Mawr advantage. Minute and a half left here in the final period.
Careful here there, Kate. Just looking at just where he was at. I mean, I can see what Bryn Mawr wants to do, but man, he is riding parallel right now.
He's trying to get, well,
No,
he moves him over.
There's
and
that tilt.
he only got one swipe there.
Only one, yep, so no back points.
And Race fully aware of what Bryn Mawr is trying to do and what Race is trying to stop him from doing in those bonus points. Getting a little close to the edge, although a lot of points of contact still within the circle there. Maybe not so much. Restart, 23 seconds left.
He's got to do something here if he wants. But Bryn Mawr being just relentless on top, this is glued to him.
Saw him call on red, and I suspect you're right, Mike. He was riding a little bit parallel.
Yeah.
That'll happen with tilting guys, though. They're always trying to dig that arm first, you know.
Yep.
So, yeah, you don't get out to the side. Bryn Mawr trying the chin drop there. And that will end a big major decision, but not a tech fall. So 4 points will be awarded to Cuba City. And we move on to 144 pounds. We suspect to see Lincoln Keller from Evansville, and again Buxton.
I see Keller coming up
from Cuba City.
And I believe that is Buxton. We also have a JV match going on.
Yep, and is that Dawson Peterson happening over there?
Yep.
That was Rush West and Dawson Peterson going on over on the JV match.
So Lincoln Keller, number 11 ranked wrestler in the state.
That's a good takedown right there.
Bryce Buxton, ranked number 14.
Keller able to just get a nice blast double in there, and he'll let him go. Work on another one.
Keller stalking with that, showing for that blast double again. Just with a single, switched over to a double. Ooh. And able to get that again.
I like how he kept low on the ankle there.
Yep.
Before he had the takedown secured. That's going to ensure that he gets his opponent in a position where he's going to want to belly out.
Yep. Yep. Instead of trying to do the newfangled, roll through with the ankle.
Again, a hard cut to a 6-2 lead. And Keller's stalking.
Yeah, he's keeping him on the edge of the mat.
I tell you what, Keller looks, from last year and his freshman year, like this year, he just looks a little bit stronger, a little bit faster,
Yep.
a little bit more confident. It's fun to watch.
I tell you, he did a great job at the Irish Open,
Oh, yeah.
Irish Invite, excuse me. Nice, good double leg takedown again.
That was kind of a single, and then a quick conversion
Yes.
to a double. Just like a natural, like just harvesting out there, harvesting takedowns.
Yeah.
9-2, 12 seconds left. You're probably not wanting to cut him.
No, you want to hold him here or turn him. But are they going to start out? Nope, that was the JV match side.
Yep. And that'll do it in the first. Decisive lead for Keller going into the second. Green's choice. He'll defer. Buxton's going to take.
Looks like both up.
He'll take neutral.
There's a single switch
kinda-
over to kind of like a high C.
Yeah, he took that shot from the opposite side and from left field.
Yeah.
He's feeling confident.
Kind of in a weird position here.
Well, Buxton got the leg there. Now he's got to do something with it.
Yep.
Oh, Lincoln wants to stay low here.
Yeah, and hold on to that ankle.
Yes. Oh, there's the potentially dangerous. Which, yeah, that wasn't the best position for Keller, but instead of rising up there, we want to go low.
So Keller gives him the escape. Should be 3 up. He gave him the escape. So look at the timing. He did do a fake shot to a reshot. Oh, both wrestlers shooting at the same time. There's that high C again.
Yes, he's got that down. He's been using that very well, but Buxton reaches through and
pulls it through with no takedown on this yet.
It's a good scramble.
Yep.
Official, of course, right in the commentator's ways.
And
that happens.
Stalemate, both up.
Typically, that happens to moms when they're trying to take pictures.
Yeah.
Fortunately for our viewers, they get a better side of that camera angle.
12-3, 20 seconds left here in the second period. Lincoln wants to extend his lead, and he'll make a drive, and then, I don't know about that position.
Yeah, he's going to be careful. He almost went hip over.
Nothing yet here. They go out, and they're going to reset.
6 seconds left on the reset. All right, we'll go to the third period. Should be Keller's decision. He'll take down.
So we haven't seen Keller on the bottom yet. Be interesting to see what he does off the bat here, off the whistle.
I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be quick.
Buxton on the non-traditional side, the left side.
That's just stand up, to sit out, to switch, to standing switch, to single, to reversal. Very good job.
Yep, that was fun to watch.
So that should be 14-3.
It was textbook chain wrestling.
That's how you do it. It's what we preach.
He's going to let him go here.
We'll go 14-4.
See, right there's could be a really good chance for a reshot after he does that initial fake.
The good part about what Buxton does there is he doesn't immediately pop up.
Yes.
For the reshot.
Yes.
He surveys the situation, so it makes it a little tougher for that reshot. But what you're looking for on that fake is for that guy to pop back up and then you go right back in.
Yeah, Buxton just got himself a stalling call because Keller forced him off the mat. He didn't attempt a wrestling move or to circle in, so.
And there's another shot by Keller.
Nice outside single. He has only used the same shot once, or twice, excuse me. Otherwise, it's been a different shot every time.
Good job defending there by Buxton.
It was. Short time here as we slowly encroach the 30-second mark in this match. 10-point lead by Keller. I mean, right now is where you kind of want to take down in some swipes. You're looking for maybe to get that extra bonus point.
Yep.
And there's that, and
there it is. There's a takedown.
And the arm was there.
Yeah, it was.
Again, windows. We talk about those windows.
Open and close so fast. Here he goes for the tech fall, though. He just needs a takedown. He's looking hard for it.
Oh, Buxton's fight.
2 seconds. Nope. Close.
So we'll swap major decisions, and this will be team score a tie 4-4 right now as we move to 150 pounds, where we anticipate seeing T. Heiser or Tommy Heiser.
You got to just appreciate that effort by Keller for the team. Because, I mean, he already had beaten the opponent.
Yeah, he tried. He was trying to get us more bonus points.
Yeah, he was trying to get that additional team point, by getting the tech fall. Well, I really like how Heiser has matured through this season. Tommy Heiser being the freshman.
Cuba City will bring out Blackburn, excuse me. Tommy in on a single. Head inside single, and he'll just a quick little dump for the takedown.
Going right after wrist control, and he's going to let him go.
You're going to cut him.
You see how he just kept that distance? All the Evansville wrestlers do that. When they let him go, they just crowd into their personal space. And I just love it. Just absolutely love that.
They get inside the bubble.
Looks like we may be done with JV matches for the evening.
Yeah, you are correct. Yes.
So a light schedule for the JV wrestlers tonight. We only had 4.
Can I have the Jeff Hawkins chiming in again? He says, good to see the Evansville wrestling community all together tonight. Great job. I've got my popcorn and adult particular soda to watch this.
There you go, the old barley pop.
The old barley pop. So we're glad, Jeff, the Hawk, to be able to bring this to your living room in Auburn, Alabama.
So Heiser with another takedown and cut.
When the Hawk chimes in on the comment board, we're gonna have to call that the Hawk call.
The Hawk call.
The Hawk call.
Does the Hawk? I might have missed this last week.
Good trip.
Does the Hawk have a particular wrestler he's a fan of? Does he have a relative?
No, so he's a fan of the Evansville. So he is a close acquaintance to Coach Weiler.
Oh, okay.
He wrestled in college and
Tom's got a bar here.
Yes. He's got to have those big steps, go around the head. Just kind of unconventional way to get the bar over.
He's got the swipes, but I don't think he'll get the fall
He's got 4 locked up at the end of the period, though, so we'll take that every day.
13-2 going into the second period. And I believe it's Cuba City's choice.
So, yeah. So we got a good story from Hawk on the last broadcast.
Tommy takes neutral.
So the Hawks originally from Virginia Beach, which is home of the Granby Roll.
I did catch that.
Oh, okay, you caught that
catch
part.
that.
Okay.
Earlier,
but yeah, we'd have to.
Oh, lateral drop.
Whoops.
Heiser able to recover.
Tommy bellied out, but he will give up the takedown.
And
he swipes. Nope.
Good. The Artisan. Megan chiming in. We'll get to your comment. Hold on.
She's not here?
No, she has a story.
Oh.
So Tommy able to escape. Back in on a single. And you can see the coach. You can hear the coach saying half.
I don't know. I think our kids know too many advanced moves because I haven't seen a lot of halves this year.
Well, here goes exactly that then. Heiser saying, you know what? I'm going to prove you wrong.
He's got a half
He's
and
got
a wrist.
Yes.
If your coach is yelling full blast like that for the whole gym.
And there is the Clemson roll.
Listen, my take is do the move.
Yeah.
Just do the move they're asking for.
Kyle likes it when you call it the old hickety half.
The old higgity half. Yeah, but I got to see someone use it. Well, there's a technical fall for Tommy. So we'll get 5 points there. That'll bring the score up to 9-4.
So on Megan says, we wanted to come real bad, super bad, but tonight to watch live, but we have a sick kiddo and had to stay home.
No,
It's
we
going
understand
around.
that.
So
So we anticipate seeing Danny Heiser here at 157 pounds, the number one D2 wrestler at the weight, probably pound for pound in the state, and he'll be wrestling Jackson Dressler.
So the artist Megan says, so thankful for the broadcast, and we're able to cheer from our couch.
There you go.
Happy to be there with you.
So we're bringing this action into your living room, and you're part of it. You're cheering from home. That's kind of the benefits of this chat, letting us know who's watching, where you're watching from. It's like
Dressler's getting aggressive.
like you're cheering on with us in the gym with us. So get well.
Yes.
Get well.
It's going around.
Danny with a slick little ankle pick there.
Has he got him locked up?
He does.
And there's
And
the
there's
fall.
the fall.
There's the fall. 30 seconds.
Bring that score up to 15-4. Evansville's advantage. We'll go to 165 pounds. We anticipate seeing Adrian Wessels from Evansville and Nick Reddington from Cuba City.
Next up at 165 pounds for Cuba City, Nick Reddington. And for Evansville, Adrian Wessel.
There we go. Wessel's trying on an outside single. Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry, Reddington, excuse me.
Yeah, Reddington, and then Wessels defends it. Yep, Reddington gets it on a low single.
Wessel's doing a good job at going for those ankle counters.
Yep, and
He needs to kick that. If you could, man, when he was on his hip, it would have been great if he could have kicked that over for
Right.
back points.
he was very close in that position. Well, he's got the ankles, so they're
No scoring yet.
well. That's an interesting position.
If he could turn,
Okay.
How do you do that?
Wow.
You're holding the leg up there.
hey,
He's trying to. You can tell as he's walking, he's trying to figure out how to convert that.
yeah, and
That's funny.
Adrian in on a single now.
You can tell Reddington was
That-
like, "Wait, this sucks. I don't want to be here." So close on the edge of the mat.
Yeah,
He's got it
that's-
around the waist. That
there's
should be
three.
three.
Right into your living room there.
Atta-
Literally right into your living room.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That shot of the year.
If you had your 1950s 3D glasses, that would have came right out of the screen at
You
you.
got to get a screenshot of that. That's tough.
Literally bringing it right into your living room.
Or at the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery.
Sure, they're watching it there.
That's true.
Good return to the mat.
Adrian just wants to keep on the pressure here.
Yep, Wessel's. Oh. Wow.
Good action at the side of the mat there.
Reddington kind of looking for a roll.
A lot of action there, but Wessels kept his hips in the right position where if they still had real estate, he would have been able to come back on him and catch swipes.
Yeah, it looked like just kind of a head and arm. Wessels on a kind of a crossbody ride with a tight waist. Dropping down to a leg. And that's putting Reddington on his hip. Wessels in a good spot.
He's got to climb up, though.
Yeah, he does.
Adrian's got an arm bar here.
I think he's
he
going to
can
get
do
hit for
something here with
stalling
the
if he's not
last
careful.
4 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen him done something with that arm.
So Wessels takes down. Good initial movement. He's got up to his feet here, and he's going to get the escape.
There you go, 4-0 advantage Wessels.
Well, he must have been as heavy as a sack of potatoes because Reddington tried to lift him up to return to the mat, and he's like, not worth it.
Oh,
Nice.
look
Nice,
at that.
nice head
That's
spin
3.
for the double takedown. Kind of just spun him around and then hit him with a blast double.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. Do you just push him out and then I'd almost restart it neutral,
Yeah,
right?
just let him go.
Give him one and go get another.
Yeah, move on. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen. It's almost as if we've watched these kids wrestle a few times.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Nice
Oh,
shot, Adrian.
wow!
Nice.
And he got that with his leg going backwards.
Wow.
That's exactly what he wanted to do there, and he's going to do it again.
Well,
Oh,
Let go of that.
that's why you got to hard cut that kid. There's a reversal there. Now you got to get your escape, go back to work, kind of. That's why they preach hard cuts.
Yep.
When we do the cuts,
you got to keep the pressure on, keep the head down, and stop that from happening.
right? Both these wrestlers running out of real estate here, and with it, time. Okay, so again, we're in regular decision land, and although Mike and I constantly say how no lead is insurmountable, and that is true, but Adrian wants to move back into major decision land and then move towards tech
Right.
fall or fall. So
Which I think he has the skills to do it here.
sure.
He, in the tank. Oh, we got it double legs in.
So
But
there you go.
Wessels, he's really
got
high.
the leg,
Wessels got
yep.
able to get that
Plus he's got the legs.
come out the back door.
Oh, I like
Now
like
he's
this
got
position.
5 seconds with that leg trap. That he's got to do something. He's going to get called with stalling.
Well, I don't.
Yep,
he-
there it is.
Right, and
And that's a hard count. Once you trap that leg,
the
they
problem
start
was
counting.
he didn't trap it in a way that we typically see.
Right.
He had it stuck way high up to his chest.
Yep.
And he was trying to figure that out, but and you could tell he was a bit frustrated. He's like, I didn't even want it there,
Yeah. At that point, you just got to let it go or get out to the side with it.
Yeah.
Good return to the mat by Wessels. And we're
So,
going to
5 seconds left here. He doesn't want to.
good coaching there, reminding the wrestler to stay in
Yep.
to finish out that period.
So we do have the 9-point lead right now. I believe it's Cuba City's choice.
And he went both up.
They went neutral.
I don't know. I think I would have went down as a coach on that because,
He's had some success on the bottom.
yeah, he has. And, in fact, that's where he got his reversal.
Adrian, good job of driving into him there.
Because I have a
Reddington
feeling
with the whizzer,
Oh, right there.
but
That's
then Adrian just horsed him over.
it's a great conversion there.
he's going to cut him again. Now you see now Wessels being a little bit more aggressive with the head pressure, letting him up. I'll tell you, I think you said this earlier. I don't think there's a squat rack that Reddington doesn't like. The kid's got tree trunk for legs.
Yeah, well, that seems to be the Cuba City middleweights. 18-5. 18-5.
Wessel's looking for that tech fall.
He's got a minute. Don't back up here. There you go.
He's going to switch.
Hip heist here. Hip heist here.
Yep. Don't roll towards the head. You got to roll towards the
hip heist here.
Yep. He's got to break that. He's got to break that arm by the hip heist. With the hip heist, I should say. Grabbing for ankles. Oh.
Get your other leg around, and that's a takedown.
Yep, if you can, this will be 3 right here.
There it is.
Yeah,
There it is.
That'll be a tech fall for Wessels. 5 points, bringing the team score to 20-4. Advantage over Cuba City.
I think that's the first take him down and let him go tech fall I've seen from Wessels this year.
We'll see Landon Bush here at 175 for Cuba City, and we'll see who Evansville sends. They have Aaron Dobbs and Logan Islandfeld at the ready. And I don't know who has to show first.
I think it's Evansville.
Yep. And
they're sending Dobbs.
There you go. This kid's fun to watch.
Now, how many years has he been wrestling?
About 2 months.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's a very, very, very strong kid.
Joshua Hosley, keep it rolling, Devils.
Thanks, Josh. Super fan.
Indeed.
Cuba City, Landon Bush. And for Evansville, Aaron Dobbs.
Is this Dobbs' varsity debut?
No, that was at Turner.
We had him
Turner,
at Turner.
that's right.
Don't do that. Punch your arm through. There you go. There you go.
So Dobbs kind of caught in that butcher.
He fought it there. Now he wants to base up.
Bush still has the wrist.
Dobbs blocking with the elbow. That's good. Still getting in there with that elbow. That's really good. That's a good technique of breaking that grip on that wrist. But Bush picking up the near leg and stepping through. Dobbs able to crawl out of that as well.
Belly out. There you go.
Dobbs able to fend off a butcher or a bundle, whatever.
Just a strong
whatever
kid.
the name you're going to call that. There's multiple names for that move.
I think when you lift it out, it's the butcher, and then you bring it to the bundle.
Oh, is that what happens?
Bundle up the old basket, yeah. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up.
I'm buying what you're selling there.
I like it.
There you go. Well, when you got both those elbows bundled up, you're in the bundle, right?
Yeah.
There's more swipes there, I think. I'm not sure if he got the 4. He did.
He did get 4.
So it's 10-0 going into the second period.
Grandma Jody calling from Orange County, California.
Oh.
I thought Grandma Jody was in Florida.
Well, she's a world traveler, apparently.
Grandma Jody, weren't you in Florida? Orange County, California.
Yeah, next week she'll be in
Alaska?
Yeah, of course.
She liked that Johnny Cash song. I've been everywhere, man.
That's it. Bush getting some swipes here as well. And this is pretty tight. Dobbs fighting heroically on the bottom.
No,
He's got to punch his arm through. Get that arm skinny. All right.
Jody, you be careful out there. In Orange County, that's where that's really near where all the fires are raging.
All right. 20-10, team score. We go to 190.
Results at 175 pounds. Cuba City's Landon Bush.
Oh, Jody says next week Evansville.
Oh, there you go.
Grandma Jody.
Logan Eilenfeld for the Blue Devils. And I believe we'll have
I think we're going to have Miles Redfern.
Miles Redfern.
I think he's
Where
really
does it
to
grow?
Robert.
Where does that grow?
Well, that's Redford.
I get that reference.
Logan, one of our JV state qualifiers, I believe.
That's right. Along with, I believe, Sean Larson.
And Colton Martin.
Redford looking for the Russian tie here. He's looking for that. You can see he's trying to do that trip. Looks like he's trying to set up that near side leg trip.
And Eilenfeld defending that well.
Yeah. Einfeld looking for almost like a pass by, but he's got to get a little bit further. He's got to get his head out to do that.
Well, and his arms are a little high. He wants those elbows lower.
Yeah, he's be careful here. He's going to get called for stalling, backing out. No. Find himself in a bad spot. He's got to get that arm through. Good. He punched it through. You see that? Wow.
Keep punching it. Keep punching it. There
Good
you go.
work.
There it is. He's going to get 4, so that's 7-0 for Redfern.
That's how you punch an arm through. Yeah, Redfern taking advantage of him backing up there. Einfeld be able to get a leg. No, not able to capitalize on.
Well, he's to his base now, so he's got
Yep.
a foundation to work from here. If he can get some hand control.
Moving the arm to the other
He's
side of the
got it.
head. Now if he can just come up to the tripod stand up. And Redford put in the legs, trying to get essentially a Turk. Not able to make it happen.
Yeah, a little out of position there for that, but that's obviously not going to be argued about from Eilenfeld's perspective.
So Green chooses bottom.
Yep.
Einfeld just going for an inside switch there without actually doing the sit-out part of it. Just kind of reached inside and went for it. And it might work out for him if he can. Oh, he got to stay off his hip.
Yep, Logan wants to keep his head up. Redfern trying to get a boot in.
Now he's working a power half.
It's always intriguing when the...
But he's really high right now. Einfeld's got a chance to come up the back door.
Yeah, he wants to raise his hips.
He can grab his head there.
He's got to raise his hips in that position.
Yeah, raise him up and shake him off.
Yeah, it's always
He's still in a good position here.
Yeah, he can still if he...
It's always interesting when the bigger guys put a boot in.
If you can get his hits up, he could shake him off, but he's got... Redford's got that head trying to get the Turk in, but he is high. Boy, if he could get him up.
Yeah, he just wants to raise his hips up.
Raise his hips up and shake him off. He could get a reversal off this. Just go up on a tripod.
He's trying for that power half
There
here.
it comes.
Elbow to the mat.
Redfern's got that arm, but
Oh, he's so high.
Come on, shake him off, Logan.
Here we go.
Shake him off.
There you go.
Yeah.
So close. And we're going to get
Something-
stalling on Evansville.
He's trying to get up. I mean,
But
he's-
that's so hard with a boot in. I don't understand that. I'm
He's so
struggling
close
with
to
that.
coming out the back door.
Yeah.
Right, but how are you going to give a stalling on that with the boot in and you're moving? I don't understand that call. And I'm probably wrong, but I get it when you're doing
But just
nothing.
visually, it looks
Yeah.
like
He's trying. Yes. Well, anyway, no score for Redfern in there after Allenfelt took down, and Redfern's going to put him right back down.
I don't want to question Coach Denar, but he seemed really out of place when he had the legs in, and I just wouldn't trust that.
Logan needs to be careful here. There, he got his arm back.
That's an interesting way to get that hip down, I suppose, from the Cuba City wrestler's perspective.
And locked hands, technical violation. So
Yep.
Einfeld now on the board.
So I think he's gonna put him up.
Yep, he's going to put him up. That's what I was questioning. I'm like, man, why don't we just...
Yeah.
I would either went down or both up. Now scored 2-7.
We should have two.
There we go.
Now he's got that Russian again. Allenfelt, of course, defended it well in the first period. Is defending it well right there. Gets two unders.
And he walked him off for
And
stalling.
There's a stalling for Red. So that's a good move on Allenfeld's part. Now if he's got a gas tank, let's go.
Yep. And at this point, we gotta go after it. Yes, and he kind of senses that right now. Redfern doing his best to block.
No.
Oh, Einfeld caught.
Uh-oh, keep going.
He's
Keep
able to
going.
muscle him over
Keep
here.
Oh, hip heist.
Oh, he turned the wrong way into Redfern.
Yeah, that was close.
And Redfern kind of ends up top, and he's a not good spot here.
No.
And there's the fall.
Redfern
Did a good job at just being patient there.
kind of fell into that one. Allenfeld got into one position that just wasn't good, but otherwise he was looking really good right there.
Yeah. When he turned the wrong way into his body, or towards the head, not towards the body.
Right.
Excuse me. That was the bad part.
2:15, we'll see Gomez from Cuba City, and I'm expecting Butts from Evansville.
Gomes a junior, Butsy a junior.
Next up at 215 pounds for Cuba City, Chris Gomez. And for Evansville, Kaden Butts.
There you go.
Butts
Butts
getting heavy
going-
on the head.
Yeah, going right after that head.
The big man move.
That is a staple of our more advanced weights.
What do we got the whistle blowing for here?
Don't know.
Well, I think WI officials are required to do a whistle check every few seconds. That might have been that one for today's duel. I don't know. Or maybe he was telling them to not be so chippy.
I didn't see a lot of chippiness. Just
Oh,
Butsy.
what's this? Oh,
Okay.
We got to keep that once we get it. Yes, snap, snap. Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
So when we get that front headlock position, as opposed to trying to lift them up with it,
Yeah.
we want to bring them down and
Yep.
kick our legs out.
Yeah,
and
make them carry your weight and then do this.
bounce them down.
Look
and then,
for the spin.
And then go into your front headlock series.
Mm-hmm. Boy, Butts is really hammering on that neck.
Good job, Butsy.
And
Oh,
he
put the stop sign
almost
up.
paid up
Stay
for him.
on that. Stay on that.
Switches off to
Now
a single.
finish. Lift
See
it.
if he can
No,
trip it.
No, don't. Keep him in the center.
See if he can get a trip or a dump.
Well, Butsy's got that. There you go.
And he's going to get the
All
three.
right. Butsy had his leg in between his legs, and he couldn't elevate it.
Yeah, at that point he needs to drop his hip down
Right.
and step back for the dump.
Bend the knees.
Yeah.
Yes.
Careful here. Careful here.
He's got a boot in, kind of.
Switch
Uh-oh.
sides.
Uh-oh.
Looking for the half.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
He's got it.
Oh,
No, get off that hip.
okay.
Oh.
And that was an exciting finish.
Well,
For those of you at home, you'll notice when a few of our wrestlers wrestle, there's a little level of excitement at times throughout a match. And Caden Butts is definitely one of those that's provided
Yes.
us with some.
he's in the category of cardiac kids we have here.
Yep.
One of the reasons I have to take 2 blood pressure pills on match days.
Good first roll by Gomez. Wow. Good instincts by Butts, though, just billing back down through it. And there he goes for a counter roll.
He's got
Okay,
And
okay.
He got it.
Okay.
Oh, that's it.
And that's it. This could be it. I think this is the fall.
The cardiac kid. Keep those legs.
And there it is.
Butsy.
Yes.
Cannonball.
Well, I'll tell you, Gomez hit him with an excellent roll off the whistle, and he had the wits about himself to continue with the same roll, essentially a wrist roll, and just came out on top. Wow. That's exciting.
I mean, you say that all calmly. There was nothing calm about that match. There was nothing calm about when you figured out what you were going to say in your mind. There was nothing calm about you at all.
But he kept his wits. I really like that. And
like
just
how
hit back with another
But before
roll.
you hit your analysis, you're like, breathe, calm down, and say it. Yeah,
Hey, someone's got to be calm.
yeah, that's right. And Zasti will take a freebie. That puts us up to 32 to 16. 5 weights left at 106 and
They do not have a
113.
106.
Right, and we got number 1 ranked kids there, so I'd
Here
like
comes the buzzsaw.
I like our chances.
Yeah, I mean, you hit 106, 113, 120 all in a row. You run into a real buzzsaw in our lineup there. Just like
So that's
138, 144,
6, we go to
150,
34,
157.
And that's 38-16 team score. Moving up to 113. And for, I think we have Dulcing for Cuba City.
We do.
Levi Dulcing, and we should have Colton Bollig, number 1 ranked kid in Division 2. He's really fun to watch. And yes, those rankings, of course, compliments of the Wisconsin Grappler. Very happy with our partnership with them. They are fantastic.
Oh, great shot right off the bat by Colton. And he's going to finish that with 3. And he's got the half.
We saw a half.
Wow.
We saw
Straight to the half. And he's got it. He had it tight. I mean, it's
Well, he
early,
had the
but
arm
man,
trapped like he's got right now, and it looks
this is tight. This could be it.
this could be.
like Dulcing fighting.
Oh, man.
Colton's got a cradle locked
Oh, he's
up.
got Craylin. Grab the other leg. Yeah, there we go. And there's the fall.
That's it.
I really liked how Colton, after he got the cradle locked up, came back to get that leg to guarantee the pin.
Indeed. So we go up to 42 to 16 and moving to 120 pounds. Here we'll see Benny Braunschweig for Evansville
Mary MB.
and Van Scheidel for Cuba City.
Alert to Mary MB.
Next up at 113 pounds for Cuba City, Nolan Van Scheidel. And for Evansville, Benny Braunschweig.
Benny being part of that Braunschweig, or the buzzsaw I was talking about when it starts at 106.
If I'm not mistaken, I think we've got another couple kids here that go to RT Elite.
I think so.
Benny, I know, does. In on that front headlock right now.
I like how he let it go for the single, but that did not pan out for him right now. But he's able to keep.
Benny, good job circling on
Yes,
his butt.
on his butt. I mean, just keeping, the never say die attitude.
Benny does have that wrist.
He's looking for the one arm stack.
He was. He's still got it. He's still thinking about it.
Yeah, he's got to let that develop. So you got to wait instead of forcing the head to the mat. Wait for them to post the head, then just post your hand on the back of their head, bump them in the butt, and have them use their weight to go over. And there he goes with the Clemson roll. Nope. Man.
No back points.
No back points.
Thought he might have had 2 in there. This ref, he's very, very
deliberate.
Well, he's very scrutinizing is the word I'm looking for in terms of his exposure angle.
So
get the protractor out.
Braunschweig with the arm bar. He's on the side. He could score here. Good swipes. He's close. There should be some swipes. Nope.
He's still not calling it.
No, from this angle, it looks like it's good, but now we're going to run out of real estate, and we're going to start back over, fresh start in the middle.
9 seconds left. Benny, do not let him up. Benny traps that arm. Three nothing after 1. Benny chose down.
Grandma Jody says she loves our excitement.
It's hard not to be excited during some of these matches.
Yes. We get excited for every kid.
Braunschweig with a wrist roll. But he was able to come up to stand up with it. Kinney, nope. Didn't capitalize on that.
Let's do it again, Benny.
Good block with the arm there. Off the initial movement. I'd like to see some back pressure there. He's looking for a wrist roll. He's going to get it this time. For the reversal. There it is.
There it is. Benny's got the bar, and he's got
Got half Nelson in here.
He had the wrist. I thought he could have run
He's got the bar with the half. Oh, and if he can get him over, this is going to be tight. He's got it in there deep. But he's got to pull him forward. Oh, man, you hate seeing a half that deep go to waste.
Benny, though, being relentless on top.
Yeah.
I mean, he is certainly dictating the action right now.
Yep. And on bottom.
Yep.
He's got that cross-body ride.
Got a good tight waist in there. Trying to dig that wrist out.
So we got stalling on red. Braunschweig is being relentless down there, and we're going to get a fresh start.
Yeah, the Hawks chiming in. We'll let this match here finish out here. We'll get to you, Hawk. There, hold on.
And we're running out of time for this period. All right, Cuba City's gonna go both up.
John Bollig's got some helpers down there. Maybe you can see in the screen here.
Yeah.
look at those little future wrestler guys.
Future hammers.
You can see it in the screen here. The top right corner, those little guys are.
Oh yeah,
what are you
yeah.
doing?
You can
Nice,
see 'em.
nice. Oh, he set him up for. Braunschweig set him up by stepping backwards and then stepping forward into a fireman's carry. Just ran out of real estate there. He's got an underhook again. If he gets pushed out, he hits again. Instead of the wrestling move that he's hitting there is saving him.
Yeah, I mean,
from a stall call.
He's looking for that fireman there a couple times.
Yeah.
Benny with a whizzer here.
He can hit that fireman's right there in the center. As soon as that other guy gets the underhook.
I think he's going to set it up here again.
As soon as Schindel.
Nice single.
The outside single. There it is.
There we go, Benny.
And you
Coach
can hear
Weiler yelling to cut him.
Yeah, he wants him to cut him.
Benny's got a bar, though, if he can capitalize this.
He's got to get that wrist. But he's going right back after that half again.
That half is there.
Keep stepping.
He's got to let that arm bar go. Braunschweig just looking for an inside switch, essentially. Schindel kind of looking over at the bench. What did you want me to do again, Coach?
Well, the coaches initially were like, hey, we're down 6 here. They wanted him to cut him to go for the win. But at this point, you know, the 2-point reversal gets them out of a major.
Yeah.
So Benny wins 8-2.
I'm guessing he's going to get yelled at. Got to listen to Coach.
Yeah, he wanted to cut him right away.
I mean, Benny did have that bar, and it was opposite of the coaches. But, yeah.
So we have some chats here. The Hawk. So, Chad, listen up here. So this is where the Hawk met Coach Kent in '98 at East Troy at the Granby System camps. He was part of the security staff and coaches that brought their kids and teams. Part of the staff were John Stokowicz, Jerry Barr, and Duffy. That's some pretty good names. I think that's the Duffy from the Duffy.
Yeah, all sorts of names, yeah.
And Hawk says, enjoying the match from the Hawk's Nest.
Nice.
We know a Jay's Nest around here.
Yes, we do.
And we've got some bowling action coming up.
Oh. Well,
there's a good takedown by Staver.
Yeah, he went for an inside trip and missed, and Staver
took advantage
of it.
Yeah,
nice job.
Trester really kind of missed on that, but Staver
Going
locking
for that
up
cradle.
that cradle. He's got the the cross face is in. He brought the knee to the. He's trying to bring the knee. He's got it locked up. Here you go.
We need to be getting some swipes there. What?
They're not.
Oh, he's hooking. He's got his.
Oh, defensive pin. Wow. Wow.
That is not something you see all that often.
No. Trester got the leg. His leg hooked into Staver's crook of his leg. And I don't think Staver realized then what danger he was in. Otherwise, he would have bellied out and just came around.
So we're not running a 32.
Yep. So they'll take a forfeit here for 6. That'll make the
We've got
team
the duel
score
in hand.
45-24.
47-22 is what the scoreboard's showing.
Is it,
Mason?
Did I get something wrong here?
They gave it to the wrong person. They gave the points to the wrong people.
I've been keeping points the whole time,
Yeah.
but somebody.
Yeah, they gave the Staver win to us, I think.
Well, that would have been a pin.
No.
Did they give the Benny? They gave. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
What do you got?
What did you got for a score?
I have 45-24.
So we're off by 2, which
Oh, wait,
seems-
no. Take that back. Nope, sorry.
And the last one probably didn't get registered.
So 45, yes, it should be, I'm sorry, 16.
Yeah, you're right, John, probably.
No, it's so 20, hold on. The last one didn't get registered.
We're going
Right,
to Price
so-
Waterhouse right now to get
22.
a validation.
Oh,
Yes,
hold on.
28. It should be 45-28. Yeah, I don't,
Should we go to the other camera to see our alumni?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
gotta get,
Yeah.
He's talking to someone. He's talking with Coach Rozonki over there. Now we got kids jumping in front of the camera. This is awesome.
That's all right. Okay.
no,
I'll leave it on that camera for a bit.
missed another window.
But those kids aren't missing their chance. They're getting their 15 minutes of fame.
Everson Adventures, he's an 87 alum. Go Blue Devils.
And we got people leaving. There's another duel, folks.
I think the youth parents, might be collecting up their kids. Time for dinner.
The next one, of course, is going to be a conference duel
Yes.
against the Broadhead Juda Cardinals, coached by Chris Hosley. Chris, a good dude.
I'm looking forward to that Lomar match. Lomar and
Colin?
Fry.
Yeah.
And then also, I'm looking forward to Wallen versus
Lincoln, yeah.
Lincoln. I think those are the two key matchups I'm going to be watching. Looking forward to watching.
We'll get to see that one right off the bat here because I believe we're moving to 144 to start.
That's correct.
You know what? I think for Christmas, I'm going to get John a two-way communication device
You know,
so he can talk to his camera folks.
it's funny you say that because he was talking about, I think he might, he was talking about that. He might have something that might fit that bill, but I mean, with this tremendous spread of equipment that John Fry has, it might be the only thing he doesn't.
I'll even get him earpieces so he can look like, Secret Service types.
Yes, I think he would certainly appreciate that.
Of course, there will be only one condition that I will grant or borrow him these pieces of equipment, is that he has to come up with cool code names.
Yes.
Without the code
Call
names,
signs.
The call signs. If you don't have good call signs, I don't feel like I can afford to borrow those out.
As long as we've got a little downtime here.
Well, I'll take care of the code names. But while
Okay.
we do have
All right, good.
downtime, I do want to remind everyone, I think the alumni that might have left might have just gone down early to the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery to watch the rest of this broadcast down there because the social event
Yes.
with our alumni is beginning at the end of this this triangular. So there will be a big to-do, as it were, down at the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery, and we're looking forward to it. It's been a minute since I've had that shaved prime rib sandwich.
So you see you've got our team captains out there for tonight.
One of my go-tos at the Night Owl is the French dip.
Oh.
Always delicious.
Have you tried the biscuits and gravy with the smoked brisket?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's
That
delicious. By the way, the
have.
the biscuits down there their breakfast is wonderful.
Yeah, they're buttermilk and they are handmade.
It's tough for me to get there during wrestling season. Saturdays are kind of busy.
Yes.
Fortunately for me,
Yes.
I've been there multiple times now.
And then Sunday, of course. Now I've got my daughter in volleyball, so weekends.
Now I'm
A lot of fun.
I haven't had an opportunity yet, but very excited. I know you guys brought it up earlier. For some Mama Rita's pizza.
Open now, taking orders. Absolutely.
And then, of course, we have Artie Brothers Barbecue.
Speaking of those two things, so the teaser, essentially, from their menu, they came out with a smoked meatball with Mama Rita marinara sauce on it, and it was delicious.
I see what they're doing there.
And then the other, so it was a 5-course meal, and the other one was smoked pork tenderloin with the raspberry puree on it, and it was so juicy, so tender, so delicious.
Didn't Prince sing a song about that?
Raspberry puree.
Yeah.
It was a beret.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yes, close. She wore a raspberry puree.
Yeah.
It'd be messy. It'd be like Lady Gaga.
Prince was a weird guy.
Yeah, well, Lady Gaga did wear a meat dress to the Emmys, I believe. Was it Emmys or Oscars? I'm sure
You're our Emmy Oscar expert, but
well, I just remember reading it and I was thinking, what is on her head? Oh, that is a T-bone steak.
There you go. And here we go, kicking off with what one of the two matches that the Major identified as two he was looking forward to. We have Lincoln Keller and Jameson Wallen.
Wallen in on a low single. Keller deflected, looked for the spin around, and looks like he's going to get on the second attempt, and he's going to give him up. Cut him loose. Keller this time on the offensive. Keller looking for a Kelly.
I see what you did there.
It's kind of like a puree versus beret.
Right. Got that high
He sucked that
crotch,
one in.
Tried to keep some backs there.
Well, he bellied out. I'd say Lincoln might look for a turn here, and if he doesn't get it pretty quick, he may just cut him and try to take him down again. As advertised. Lincoln in a little precarious position there, but stays out of trouble. Called out of bounds.
Restart with 14 seconds on the clock. I think Keller's going to want to try to get a takedown here.
Yep, going in for the high crotch.
That's kind of been his bread and butter.
Yep, good work. It's back points on top of that. This could be it. There's the
He
fall.
did get a pin. Nice job, Lincoln. Way to
Wow.
close out.
There it is.
I don't think Wallen was ready for that, and Keller just kind of fell into that.
In the
position.
meantime,
Wow.
I just want to remind everyone out there, if you're interested in wrestling and wrestling for our Blue Devils, don't currently live here. We know Kristen Howlett can help you out, find a place, sell your place with Century 21 affiliated. stress-free buy and sell process. She guarantees that she walks you through all the steps. Kristen Howlett, Century 21 affiliated service that moves you. And I believe Keller got that with 1 second left on the clock.
That's what it appears.
Pursuant to that gigantic screen that's over there. And we go to 150, where we anticipate seeing Tommy Heiser. And Broadhead's bringing out Ashton King, a freshman, one of the many on their team.
Tom right in that right after a takedown and then a tilt.
Joshua Hosley says, gotta love the brisket and gravy.
Oh,
There's a man that knows what's up.
And Nancy Olson Fulstead says, nice going, Lincoln.
and there's the fall. Did he pointed at his brother. I believe he did. He pointed right at his brother when he got that fall.
There you go.
Which one? Danny?
Yeah, no. Yes, he pointed at Danny Heiser.
All right, we'll move on to number 1 in the state, Danny Heiser, thanks to the Wisconsin grappler. And he'll be facing Rush West, a freshman from Broadhead.
Don't envy Rush West here.
No, but, you know, the cool thing about Rush West is 20 years, 30 years down the road, he's going to be able to say, you know, in high school, I wrestled Danny Heiser, who went on to be an NCAA champ. And let me tell you, for a hot second there, I had him on the ropes.
Well, if he can last longer than 30 seconds, then he's going to say he was, he lasted longer than the other guy. Heiser with a front head trip right to the back, and there's the fall. Well, nope.
Rolled out of it.
Wow.
Heiser's got an underhook, and
Right
he's going to get the...
In the camera action there. How's everybody like the camera? Everybody
Got
like
the stalling point. Love it.
love the camera?
Oh, yeah.
Heiser with a kind of a hip heist punch. We call that a hip punch.
There we go.
And there's the fall. And at 65, we anticipate Adrian Wessels and Wyatt Anderson, a freshman from Broadhead.
Lots of little guys, lots of little wrestlers hanging around here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're all over the place.
Look at them all.
Little water bugs.
Yep.
Some of them are in the high five line after the match. You see some of those guys?
Yeah,
Well,
love it.
not
Absolutely
anymore,
love
but
it.
they were kind of
Sneaking their way in there.
right.
That's awesome.
So Wessels had a really good first match. It's the first take him down, let him go tech fall I've seen from him this season. So I'd like to see him get after those takedowns again.
I'd like to see Wessels get after his stuff here. Right there.
Outside single.
It
Good.
looked like a double. I think he had both legs wrapped there, and he kind of went the wrong way with it, but got away with it.
Well, he turned the corner, so when you even on a single or a double like that, when you turn the corner, you turn the hip. Looking for a crossbody ride. I would assume he's going to be told just to cut him. There you go. Anderson looking for an outside single, didn't get it, but the counter with Wessels right to a cradle.
To a half.
Oh, this could be it. There's the
And
fall.
the bundle for the fall.
There it is.
Evansville's Adrian Wessels with the pinfall. 1 minute, 22 seconds.
Job, Adrian.
Yeah, in case you're just tuning in down at the Night Owl, I'm Mason Braunschweig. I'm here with the Major Michael Olson and the coach Chad Howlett. We got John Bollig on our mat side camera and John Fry running the production truck. And this is the nightcap of a triangular. In our first one, we saw Cuba City defeat Broadhead Juda 61-12. In the second one, Evansville defeated Cuba City 45-28. And so far in this one, it's 24-0 Evansville advantage. And at 175 pounds, we'll see Logan Eilenfeld. And he will be facing
Felix Paffel, a senior.
Felix Paffel. Is that right? At 70, wait, is this 70? This is 75, isn't it?
Yep.
It is.
Yep.
Oh, so Paffel moved. So they're kind of.
Did he wrestle
bipping it.
95
Yeah,
the last time?
or 90. Yeah.
90, yeah.
So they're just kind of bipping and bopping a little bit. Not much.
Paffel obviously is the shorter wrestler, trying to take advantage of that. Einfeld doing a good job at blocking those attempts.
So the Hawk says, good to see the 65-pounder getting better. Need him to come for the state dual series.
Yep, that's a fact.
Not wrong, Hawk.
Stating facts there, Hawk.
Good takedown by Einfeld. Drop the legs, see if he can hold on here for the last 30 seconds.
Gonna stay off that hip.
Is he gonna get? He still has that leg, so he's still control.
And he gets to his back.
He's gonna get some swipes.
Oh.
Could he get a pin over there? I can't see the angle.
He
There's
did.
a fall.
Logan Eilenfeld.
There's the fall.
Little
Wow.
Let's go.
the production truck was a little slow on the switcher.
That'll happen. And I think this is Wilhite, correct?
Yep, he's bumping.
Chase Wilhite, senior. He'll be facing Aaron Dobbs, a sophomore. At 190, team score 30-0, Evansville advantage.
Oh, Willite in on a inside single. And he kept the arm. Kind of more like a fireman's carry,
And he'll get the 3.
but not really.
Oh, it was a high crotch, and then just kind of circled around with his feet.
Yeah, he had that arm, which kind of bent Dobbs over, not allowing him to react.
Dobbs needs to get his arm back here. Wilhite working on an arm bar. There he does. Now he can base up.
In this situation, Dobbs wants to keep his head up.
He's
and
looking for that
not get
cop-
his arm up like that.
He's looking for that
Okay,
coffee
so-
grinder, Willhite.
At this
excuse me.
point, you just want to get hand control, stand up. But Dobbs doing a good job of fighting off any attempts by Wilhite to turn him.
Yeah, I mean, Willite's been relentless.
I mean,
He's
one-
trying for the Clemson roll, but Dobbs
Puts
turns
the stop
into him.
sign on.
Oh,
Get out of there. Let go of the head. Let go of the head.
Yeah, oh, that just
He almost had it there.
He's got his arm
Got to
through
get
here.
punch an arm through.
Yep.
Get an arm skinny through there.
Yep.
The right arm's got to get skinny through there.
He's got 20 seconds. He can hold on.
He's got to get it through the body. Oh, and there's the fall. Man, he almost stopped that Clemson roll by twisting his hips and going chest down.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. The problem was he got a little bit too high. So it wasn't chest to chest there. His chest was over, and
Yep.
that'll get you. But the kid's learning every day, and you can see that. There's no doubt. He's just got to keep learning.
Yeah, and a lot of that's just by feel, and understanding, being that awareness of where your body is in relation to the other wrestler's body,
And how do you get that feel?
Any
Time on the mat.
experience. That
Yep,
is it.
That's
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Any nominations?
You know what? I haven't seen one. Well,
right,
maybe.
Will Height's got a fiery head of hair over there.
Yeah.
There's a nomination from me.
Nice job, Butsy.
Butsy with the takedown.
And then just going after it right away. He's got the crossface, looking for the butcher bundle. He's got it. Oh.
He's still in control here. He's got the arm. If he
now
can
he's
just run
gonna
over
come
and get a
back
half.
again. Yep. I think that's
Power half.
See,
There
he's
you go.
listening to you. And he's got it. Oh, he's got it good. He's in there deep. This could be
There
it.
it
There's
is.
the fall.
There is the fall. 36-26 going into 285. And they're going to come with Kavion Cups, I believe, at 285. We'll come with Tanner Zastapil.
I thought they had forfeited at. No, it was at
Cuba
heavyweight.
City
Cuba City.
That's right. Well, here's the first big boy match we've seen tonight.
These are always fun.
Not that Butts isn't a big boy, but
The biggest boys.
These are the big boys.
and I believe this is both the first match for either one of these guys. So
And
if he
frankly, it's not that late at all. If we started a normal duel at 7 o'clock.
right?
Kind of flying this evening.
You have to have time to get down to the night owl.
Yeah, and, experience some fellowship with other alums.
Yeah, it's always good to see everyone get up there. Oh, he's got the bear hug locked in. What is he going to do with it? Like to see him stand up and trip back.
Oh, yeah, or just step behind that far ankle there.
He's going to do it.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, there it is. Head up. Don't look at the pin. You can hear everyone saying head up. There you go.
Get
Don't
on
look
your
at the
toes.
pin.
Get on your toes.
you want to grab him at the elbow,
There it
too,
is.
not at the shoulder. So get that up.
Yep.
But another fall for Zasti, 42-6. The team score so far, and we will go to 106, and we'll see that other marquee matchup that the major was talking about in Colin Fry and Tommy Lomar. And everyone's been looking forward to this one.
When I was wrestling in high school, my high school wrestling coach
Of course, those
would say,
rankings come from the WisconsinGrappler.com, and we thank them for that partnership.
Sorry about that. So when I was in high school, our coach, his big thing, if you were looking at the pin, he would yell, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah.
And when he'd say it, almost instantaneously, those heads would just snap up.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? Not like, don't put your head up, whatever. Just like, what are you looking at? So it was awesome. That was Coach Weslinski.
Fry in on a leg. That's a quick takedown of Lomar. Fry trying to get a boot in there, working those arms. He's got a 2-on-1.
Yeah, I see a tilt in the near future here. Yeah, he's trying
Do a
for it.
headstand.
Headstand.
Go back the other way. There you go.
Collins out there tumbling and doing gymnastics. Lomar does a good job of immediately getting on the top of his head, so that can't be confused for a fall. And we got the 4, 7-0. Colin Wright boot in again.
I tell you, Lomar, being a long-time wrestler already from youth,
Yeah.
This just shows you how dominant Fry has been, being the #1 wrestler at his weight class. I mean, I just can't say how much I've enjoyed watching him improve this year and how much he's improved.
Well, his growth between last year and this year has been huge.
Yeah, that trip to state really did him well, and then all the off-season work he put in.
Yeah, he went out there to Fargo. Part of the Wisconsin team out there at Fargo.
Short time here. Let's see if Colin can get another turn here at the edge of the mat.
9-0 lead, 10 seconds left here in the first period. All right, and 9-0 will end the first period. That'll be Colin's choice. He's going to take down. I tell you what, these 106-pounders get into scrambles. There's the reversal for 2.
And he's got a Turk.
Yeah, he scrambled right into a Turk there.
Yeah, Lomar needed to let go of that ankle. He was it was almost a lever for
He got
Fry.
two swipes, 13-0.
Get another turn here. Colin decides to cut. Going to go for the takedown.
Hard cut.
And there it is.
And there's Tech fall.
There's the Tech fall.
Little fun fact for you.
Bring the score to 47-6.
The first year that Fargo hosted the junior national tournament, actually was in the year before that, it was in Minneapolis-St. Paul, and that was 92, and then 93 was in Fargo, and I was on that team for the Wisconsin national team when we first went out to Fargo. I was also in Minneapolis, but that first trip out to Fargo was very fun. Really enjoyed the bus ride.
Joe Armitage says, love the new camera position.
Yes.
Joe Armitage. We haven't heard from Joe in a while.
Yeah.
Chatting in. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, nice to hear from a familiar face. Colton Bollig with the freebie, Benny with the freebie. So we go up to 59. Brandon Staver will go out and get a freebie. And that will bring us to 65. And then we're going to 132 pounds, where
Should have a
TJ
matchup.
Hall from Broadhead, he's a freshman, and I think we're going to have Aiden Wendt, junior. Go get him, Aiden. Let's go.
And 132 pounds for Broadhead, Juda, TJ Hall.
TJ right after a low single, but Wentz wasn't having it. TJ doing a good job at setting up a single. See if he can finish here. Went with an unconventional
He was scrambling.
counter, but he's caught with a half here. This is a not good position. Keep fighting. Look where you're at.
Aiden Wendt, nice job fighting
Yes.
off your back.
Great job.
Very good.
Great job.
So 7-0 advantage for Hall. So we'll get a restart at 124, and Wendt kind of weathered the storm there, and now we gotta relax, breathe, and go back to what we've been coached to do.
Yep.
Oh, there's a stack. Get off of there, Aiden. There you go.
He only got one. Oh, did he give him 2 swipes? I thought that was one, but he hasn't broken the lock yet.
Yeah, he's still got the same
Punch through that.
same arm bar in. Now, we saw this earlier.
Aiden incredibly flexible.
Indeed. That can be hugely frustrating.
Oh, that is no bueno.
TJ Hall with the fall there for Broadhead, bringing that score to 65-12. We'll go to our last match of the night.
That looks like Mr. Howlett.
Indeed. We will see race.
And is he going to get a forfeit? Looks like it.
Yes. Yes, he will. So that's another 6. We go to 71-12 will be the final here in the nightcap. So that'll be the win. And in any event, the wrestlers will shake hands in the middle. Yes, and of course, we just, on behalf of, obviously, our broadcast partner, the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery, and our sponsor, Kristen Howlett, Century 21 affiliated realtors. Great display of wrestling. Our sponsors are very, very happy with that. I'll tell you what, real quick, Mike, what did you see out of the Blue Devils that you liked tonight?
So I do like that they worked in a couple of wrestlers that didn't have a lot of varsity experience into our mix. You know, we didn't want to get after and you know, just rack up the points, get more experience, develop the team really well. I really like that. I really like seeing what I saw of Colin, and I really like seeing what I saw out of Colton Bollig, along with Danny Heiser and Tom, for that matter. So, I mean, the Hammers keep doing what Hammers do, and the team, I think, it just had a really good, not easy night, but just a good flow of a night, I should say. That's the best word for it.
Yeah, I mean, we're at that point where that's kind of how it should be right now, and I think that's kind of how the schedule is put out. But on behalf of my broadcast team, Michael Olson, Chad Howlett, John Bollig, our director, John Fry, our broadcast partner, the Night Owl Sports Pub and Eatery, our sponsor, Kristen Howlett, Century 21 affiliated realtors, I'm Mason Braunschweig. We thank you for joining us today for top-notch wrestling action. Remember, folks, to keep your head up on and off the mat.
Have a good night.